Good evening, Ed. How are you? Welcome back, Ed. Welcome back. I got some information that I need to give you guys before you guys. Welcome. You're welcome, Ed. Greetings, Mike. Greetings. Let's see what this is all about. Mhm. So let's get out of here. Welcome, all of you. Welcome to the show. I'll be on in a few seconds. I'm doing this a quick a quick little thing for you guys. Okay, super, super. Good to hear that. You know, I like to drop you guys what I know and quickly. All right, so let's get out of here. Mhm, mhm. Well, okay, okay. So, it'll be worth the wait, guys. I just want to verify something. We don't want to give you no wishy-washy stuff here, you know. So, mhm. Okay, here it goes. Mm-mm. Okay, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the greatest watch market update show. Ladies and gentlemen, before I get into the watch market update show, I want to let all of you know that if you want to cooperate with helping out this channel, the only thing you have to do, to be honest, is just give us a big thumbs up, a big like, upvote, not a downvote, upvote. You can also subscribe to the channel. You can also leave, if you would like, a comment, whether it's good, bad. If it's not a bad word, or if you're not bullying, you can do whatever you want. You know, if you're gonna act a little wacky, then don't do it because it's not nice. But you can do all that. You can subscribe. You can give us a thumbs up, and you can leave a comment. All right, guys, that would be nice for us. Also, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into the whole show, I want to let you guys know that the price per ounce of gold is at $3,330.20. All right, guys, I'm a big fan of gold, So I'm gonna keep on telling you every time I do a live stream what's happening with gold, right, guys? I'm gonna let you guys know what's happening with that. Um, Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by telling you right now, you 17 Organic Watch channel subscribers. Right now, at this moment, the memo has been passed around. I've been telling you guys for the last couple of months, if not 3, 4 months, I've been telling you these people have run out of making content, You know what I'm talking about, the regular ones, the deputy boxing black eyes, the walrus fat bastard, the hungry hippo Mr. Magoo, the two Jehovah Witness brothers, the two toddler body brothers made a crossover now to basically Latino, Latino content, because their American content has dried out. And so you have also the two gentlemen, the twin brothers, Big Pun, Heavy D. They have all stopped making content. But suddenly, since they've all heard me saying that they ain't got no more content, they ain't got no more window lickers and lollipop suckers, possum kickers, cow tippers, crayon eaters. They got a little complex. They got a complex, and they sent out the mail, the email, the memo, the WhatsApp, the text that they have to bombard again. They have to bombard social media with videos of content. So prepare yourself. They're going to start bombarding you. I have to do this because they gave me orders today. They gave me the order. Hey, go ahead and let your subscribers know what's coming in, And the tsunami is coming in. They're all getting prepared. They're all looking, putting things together to make, more content to give you the logo. But I'm here to let you know, to give you the heads up. It's all a sketch. As you saw, many of you, and it's all right. It's all right. Many of you saw yesterday the video that Deputy Boxing Black Eyes, put out, and you saw what he's doing. He went to a show in New York, and it was a flop, and walking around with the case full of watches, and you saw the Puerto Rican Charlie Brown huffing and puffing, and you know what I'm saying? He knows exactly what Deputy Boxing Black Eyes eats every morning, if you know what I mean, So I have to prepare you for this. I have to let you know because I am the only one you have, because it's just me against thousands of them, thousands. So they're all coming back, they're coming from the United States with their content, and they're also coming across the pond in the UK. You got those three stooges over there, the guy with, I don't know, who I'm talking about, the guy that was over there in Dubai. He was gonna make a big company over there in Dubai, and he had to run back home like Run Tin Tin, had to go back home. So I'm letting you know what's going on, because you need to know what's going on, guys. You need to know what's going on, because nobody is gonna talk to you about this. There's a big memo going all over the place, and all of them are getting ready to bombard you again with, content, watch content, because they need you guys again, since they know that you guys have been all along, sandbags. You guys have been sandbags. If you guys don't know what a sandbag is, you do yourself a favor and you Google it. But you guys have been sandbags, sand, arena, bolsa de arena, and they know that you guys have been sandbags, and they know that you guys pretty much are addicted to these shows, which they're a bunch of stage lies, but you like it, you like that kind of stuff. It's like somebody's telling me, watching these reels that they make, 45-second, 60-second reels, and they show a guy, You know, like that guy from 47th Street. You know, he belongs to that stable over there. You know, in New York. You know, in the Diamond District. You know, the guy that wears the Gucci hat. You know, the Ten Commandments. You know, the Ten Commandments. And he walks around the street and he sees a couple of people sitting in the floor. You know, people that need some kind of help. And he puts his hand in his pocket and he takes out a stack of $100 bills and he gives them $5,000. You guys are Michiganers and you guys are a bunch of sandbags believing something like that. You know, you got to be sandbags. If you don't know what a sandbag is, you need to Google it. You understand me? I'm trying to get into your brain cells. You guys have been sandbags. And you cannot continue being sandbags if you are going to be a subscriber to this channel. You can't be a sandbag. I'm not going to permit that. I don't want that in this channel. I don't want no sandbags. You know? You understand? This is the new word for you guys on today's day. Sandbags. You can't be believing that a guy's putting his hand in his pocket and he's going to give $5,000 to two people, and you know, because I feel like giving $5,000. Come on, you gotta be Michiganers. You gotta be Michiganers to believe these estos huele bicho. You understand me? You know what huele bicho is? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm not gonna tell you. You Google it. You know, I do enough that I got this call. They told me, listen, you need to make the video because these people are gonna bombard. They're gonna bombard the internet with content again. They're coming hard for you guys again. They're coming hard. So I want you to be awake. I want you to be focused. And stop being sandbags. Does anybody know what a sandbag is? If you know what a sandbag is, put it up there. Write it. Write it up there. I want to know if anybody knows what a sandbag is. And it's not nice being called a sandbag. These people have treated you unfairly. These people have deceived you. You understand me? These people have been bad to you, to your family. You know, not a good thing. Not a good thing to be called a sandbag. I don't want them to call you a sandbag. This is what I do for you guys for free. I'm not going to say because I'm stupid. You know what I am. You know exactly what I am. You understand me? They call you sandbags. But I'm here. I'm here today. Sweet Kikino's not here today, but he is the one that gave me all the instructions. Let them know that they're coming for their pocketbooks. They're coming for their wallets. You saw what that show they had yesterday. It's all right, guys. You can go see the shows. Listen to me. Watch them all. They're on to you. You saw that show that Deputy Boxing Black Eyes had on. You saw what he was selling. He went to over there to 47th Street, you know, to go see the subway train jumper, the genie, Sinbad. You know what I'm saying? Sinbad. These people son unas gonorreas. These people are gonorrheas. Let me drink some jungle juice because I get excited, you know? I get too excited. It's unbelievable, you know? Somebody has to tell you this, you know? Somebody has to tell you all this because you guys cannot continue hopping around through life like, you know, Playboy bunnies. You don't want to be called a Playboy bunny. These guys call you Playboy bunnies, sandbags. You understand me? You cannot continue being like that. That's all right. You saw the show yesterday they had. You saw what they were selling. Nothing wrong with this watch. It's an unbelievable watch. But they're selling. They went all the way up to Richard Mille, APs, you understand, Paddocks, to selling Tudors. Tudors. But they're coming for you guys. They're coming for you guys strong. But you know what? They forgot. They didn't count on me. I'm going to get you. I'm going to let all my people know. This is like an outbreak. Like an outbreak. And you guys are going to tell everybody they're coming for us. They're coming for us. You know, imagine a guy that has 481,000 subscribers. You gotta be misogynist. The guy has 481,000 subscribers. And you know how many people were watching his debut video from 4 months? He hasn't done a video? 1,400 people. Because those are all fake subscribers. You gotta stop being sandbags. Sandbags. Bolsa de arenas. You understand me? Did you get it or no? People know what I'm talking about. And listen to me, I'm going to talk right now to a good friend of mine, Mr. Damon and Mr. Blair. I'm not going to keep it simple for them. I'm not going to keep it simple for these misogynist. You know, I can't keep it simple for them. They'll fall back in the booby trap. But I can't let that happen. And I won't let that happen. These people are onto you. These people son gonorreas. Son gonorreas. Gonorrheas. 36 organic subscribers, 18 thumbs up. You know what that is? That should be 36 thumbs up, but they're only 18. You know why? Because of the rest of the other 18, they're snooping. They're snooping around. They're coming from 47th Street, the Diamond District, you know? The ringleader, Uncle Johnny, Eddie Monster. You know Uncle Johnny, the guy that says he has all the watches? It's on stage. He shows you 40 watches. I got them all, I got them all, I got them all. You know, he's a little overweight Eddie Monster. You know who Eddie Monster is? You know Eddie Monster. It's unbelievable. Uncle Johnny. You know who I'm talking about. Uncle Johnny. You got to stop this already. No sean lambones. Son un bonche de lambones. Son cucarachas. Son una infección. They're pus. Pus in your corner of your nail. Pus. You know what I'm talking about. You've had it before there. Right there you had it. Right there. You understand me? And you cannot continue, you know. No more. No more this. No more. You guys are not sandbags. You guys are prepared people, smart people. Don't let these misogynists get to you and get to your children's tuition money and to your wife's 401k. They were not expecting this video today. They were not expecting it, but I'm for real, man. I'm for real. I had a busy day today at work. I had a couple of clowns that I had to straighten out today. You know, for my stable, I had to straighten out. I even had to straighten out Sweet Kid Kino to me, Joaquin to you. Unbelievable, but true. Unbelievable. Thank God I'm laughing. I had a rough day today. You know, my body aches, my back hurts. You know, people trying to see me like a sandbag. I ain't no sandbag. No, I'm not no sandbag. You know? So get it through your head. They're coming for you guys again. They're coming for you guys. Jungle juice is good. This is ginseng. You know, unbelievable. My wife says that it relaxes me. Now that we got that, you know, we can check that out already, that they're coming for you with new content, you know? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with the two toddler body brothers. They made a crossover from American English to Spanish Latino, you know? Because they can't get no more, you know, the American English people. So now they're coming by Latino. You know, el guajiro, el jíbaro. ¿Tú me entendiste? Eso es lo que hay, papi. Coño, no pueden conmigo, papá. No joda. No pueden seguir. All right? So we got that already. I want you guys to know that I do not want them to call you sandbags. Now, I'm going to go to another subject that I have to talk to you guys about. I talk to you guys, you know me, when I say things, I come with concrete proof. You know, I come with concrete proof. And some people, you know, they say, well, show me. Why do you show me? I'm going to show you something now because I'm like that. I got to show it to you, you know. See if you know what this is. You know what that is? You see it? Okay, you saw that, right? You saw that, right? And this one, this right here, what I'm showing you, this is like the prototype. The prototype, because you said that I didn't have this. I can't show you everything every day for free. Because what do I get from you guys? I get this. So I give it to you in slow motion, little pieces. But you saw the prototype. These people are SOBs, man. These people are unbelievable. Take a look-see at this. Take a look-see at this. Take a look-see at that. You understand me? You understand me? I'm not going to tell you what that is because, let me show you one more time because before I let it go, you know, because these are things that they have to see. There it is, okay? There it is. You know, I got to tell you, it's all seriousness. I'm not a fan of none of that. I'm not a fan. But when you hear people in the last month and a half saying negative things about that these watches are being made in China, you know, the channels you guys watch, you know, the channels you guys watch, you know, like the gentleman, you know, what's his name? The fake Italian flat top monkey eyebrows was talking very negative about the watches were being made over there, right? And you also had people like the Warris fat bastard, you know, the hungry hippo Mr. Magoo. You understand what I'm trying to tell you, Scooby-Doo? You understand me? They were bad-mouthing because watches, they were saying, some were saying that the parts were being made in China and then they were assembled in Geneva in Switzerland. That's fine. And all of them were saying that, and all of them were doing great. But I told you guys 2 days ago, not one single network has said anything about Rolex. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what the Warris fat pastor says. It doesn't matter what the fake Italian flat top monkey eyebrow says. No, that doesn't count. What counts is ABC, CBS, and NBC. That's what counts. You know, those big networks, not us. We're chum, you know, chum meat, you know, fishing, chum, you know, for the fish. Nosotros somos una cucaracha. But they're all talking negative that these watches are being made in China. Parts are being made over there, the rotor, the spring, the screw, and then they send it over there and they assemble it. But ladies and gentlemen, I got some information for you guys. Listen and learn. They have all flipped. They have all flipped. Everyone has flipped now. Now they're saying that that's a lie. Their Rolex will never be making watches with parts from China. All of them are going to tell you that. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I do disagree. I do not care about no replica, no clone, no one-on-one. That's not right. That's not right. But they were telling you that those watches were made over there. And I was telling you, and I'll keep on telling you, parts come from China. But now, all of them have flipped. All of them have flipped. All of them have flipped for a couple of reasons. Because they've been greased up again. Greased up again. They have a lot of inventory of Rolex watches. And they cannot say that those watches and those parts come from China and ching ching. Thank you very much, Mr. Damon. Thank you very much. They can't. They can't. But I'm going to still say yes. Because it's just me and sweet King Kino to me, Joaquin to you, will say those parts come from China and they're assembled over there. I'll keep on saying it. The flip-lock comes from over there from Ching Ching and it's assembled over there. But they're not. They're going to tell you now that that's a lie. And ladies and gentlemen, if you hear what I heard today, it made me sad. It didn't get me annoyed. It made me sad. You understand me, Mr. Blair? Thank you very much, Mr. Blair, for that super chat. Thank you very much, Papa. Thank you very much. And I got to tell you all this because it hurted me what I heard these people saying about my organic watch channel subscribers. Those people that say that those watches are made, those Rolex watches are made in China, are because they're jealous, because they can't afford the watch, because they keep on saying that the watch market is dead. If you hear all the things that these people are saying, the way they're bombarding you guys, and then you guys continue acting like sandbags, this is why they keep on saying these negative things. It's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen, the attack that has happened in the last, listen and learn, in the last 48 hours is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. It's an attack, es un crimen de odio. It's a watch hate crime. You know what I'm saying? It's a watch hate crime against us. They're calling you jealous. They're calling you can't afford a real Rolex watch. And that's why you say, listen to what they say, these mother frauders. These are mother frauders. I didn't say a bad word, I said a frog. These mother frauders son una cucaracha. They say that you're jealous and that you say that they come, those watches are from Rolex, are from China because you can't afford it. You're jealous. You don't have no money, you know, and all this. And I know the fan base that I have. These are people that are educated, you know. These are people that are smart. My audience are smart people. But this is what these Meshuggahs are saying now. They're turning and saying that you guys are this, that you're that. You don't believe me? You don't believe me, right? You guys don't believe me. That's all right. That's all right. Don't believe me. But when you see it in the next 48 hours, you're going to go, God damn, how does Juan Felipe Nieves know all this? Papi, I run, man. I run in a circle, Papi. I run in a deep, 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 deep circle. And I know what's going on. And I must tell you what's going on because they're not going to tell you, but I will. Today they're going, God damn it, he got us again. God damn it, he got us again. Papi, it's me alone against them. It's me against them. You understand me? It's me against them. You know, you got the 47th Street subway train jumper, you know? The subway train jumper. The flim flammer. You know? The flim flammer. The subway train jumper. The genie. The Sinbad. You know, Gene with the skin tight hair and the man bun back here and Clover Van Cleef bracelets that my daughter wears. This is unbelievable, guys. This is unbelievable. I have to do this, Bobby. I have to. Let me drink some jungle juice because I'm getting nervous and my wife told me to drink it. The ginseng relaxes me, you know. Unbelievable. You gotta stop this. You saw that, man. You saw Deputy boxing black eyes. They're getting darker and darker and darker. You know? And the Puerto Rican Charlie Brown jumping around like a rabbit. You know, he had his nose all the way in. He had his nose all the way in. He knows exactly what Deputy boxing black eyes eats every morning. I'm on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm telling you, I'm on fire today. I don't need nobody. I don't even need Sweet Kikino no more. I'm playing. Sweet Kikino's the brains. I'm just the voice. Sweet Kikino is the brains. But now, ladies and gentlemen, now that you know what's going on with these people, they're flipping on you guys now, and they're calling all of us. They're calling us all. I want them to call me jealous. To call me jealous. Call me jealous, Papi. Call me jealous. I'll lay down 30 of them on the table. I'll lay 30 of them on the table. 30. Not one, not five, 30. I'm talking too much. But they're not here. They're in the bank. So, this is what they're saying. You know it. There's no more. Look at this gentleman, Mr. Alex. He's saying there's no more $5,000 flip coins. If he sees the Puerto Rican Charlie Brown, the way he looked like a little puppy. He looked like a little puppy. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have, recovered. You guys have recovered. I got you guys to recover from being tomato cans. You guys recover. You cannot fall back in. Esto como this is like a junkie. You know, a junkie. I don't know if you guys know what a junkie is, but we had a lot of them in the Bronx in New York, mucha manteca. They look for the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Junkies, this is, and you cannot continue looking at this and become a junkie again, because you're going to fall. But I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you. You already told you what they haven't planned for you guys. They got a complex. Thank you very much, Randy. Thank you very much, Randy, again. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I gave him all a complex. I gave him all a complex, telling them all they cannot make no more watch content. There's no more people to flim-flam. And they got a complex. They got a complex, and they say, forget it, we have to do it. That Puerto Rican guy is destroying us. Of course I'm destroying you guys. Are selling tutors. Tutors! They're selling tutors. I triple dare you to go take a look at their video. Go look at the video. You want to leave my channel, go look at the video. So you can see what they're doing to give you this. But I'm not going to let that happen, because you guys are not going to be sandbags. Remember what I'm telling you. You do not want to be called a sandbag. You guys have been unfairly treated. The only person that has treated you with class and elegance is me, and Sweet Kikino to me, Joaquin to you. I'm letting you know what's going on. I'm letting you know. I'm telling you, they're spooking. They're spooking around this channel right now, and they're making phone calls. The Puerto Rican got us, bro. The Puerto Rican got us. Who did he get? He got the Puerto Rican Charlie Brown. He got Deputy Boxing Black Eyes. Big Pun and Heavy D, those twin brothers. They're very big. They're always dressed in black. Black t-shirt, black jeans, black sneakers, and they ride a Ducati. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. They're coming back with watch content. But I am not going to permit that they get to you. I'm not. I'm going to be like the counselor, the counselor in the workshop where all the anonymous alcoholics come and people that have drug problems. I'm the counselor. I'm going to counsel you guys. You can go see it and you're going to go, wow, what Mr. Nieves said is right. They're trying to get us again. They ain't got no more material, Bobby. I got more material than them. I got more material than them, Bobby. Look at this. 40 organic watch subscribers, 27 thumbs up. Bobby, my voice even goes away of so much power I give you. I give you power. I'm going to change something for a moment that you guys have to know about this too. You guys have to know about this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. But that doesn't mean that I don't read up on it. And I don't study it. I do all that. Listen and learn. Listen and learn. I have talked to you guys many times about this word. I have talked to you about, in reality, it's the big three. In reality, listen and learn, it's the big three. You have BlackRock, you have Vanguard, and you have State Street. I'm going to say it backwards now. You have State Street, you have Vanguard, and you have BlackRock. That is the owners. Those are the owners of the world. Those are the owners of the world. You say, but how do you know? I know. I know. BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. Papi, that is the most powerful thing. That is a trifecta. That is the big three. That is the big three. And you might be saying, but why is Juan saying that? Hold on. Hold on, because what I'm going to say, I know that 41 organic watch channel subscribers that I got up here like this. I'm not a fan of it, but I know you 41, somehow, some way you like this. This is big what I'm going to tell you, Papi. This is big. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Alex. This is big what I'm going to tell you. Oh my God. For the last 19, listen and learn. For the last 19 days, I'm going to dare to say, for the last 20 days, this is big, ladies and gentlemen. Listen and learn. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm only telling you to listen and learn. Exactly. You got to sit down, bro. Man, this Damon is unbelievable. Damon is unbelievable. And Mr. Blair, and these people, they know too much. My God, this is... Let me comb my hair back, For the last 19 to 20 days, coño, yo no puedo decir esto. Esto está duro, bro. I'm not a fan of this, but listen and learn, because I read everything, man. I digest it. And when I saw that the big trifecta, trifecta, not a super trifecta, trifecta, BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street involved in this, your hair stand up. For the 19 days, 20 days, for the last 19 to 20 days, they have been buying. Does anybody know what I'm going to say? What they have been buying? I'll have goosebumps if somebody puts it up there. What they have been buying. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Don't you dare Google it. I gotta tell you guys, because you guys are doing good with the goal. But ready? I'm telling you, you're gonna freak out when I tell you this. For the last 19 to 20 days, they have been buying every single day. It looks like gold. It looks like gold. Coño, Alex. Alex! Alex! Alex is the man. Alex is the man. Alex is the man. They've been buying Bitcoin. They've been buying Bitcoin. 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 I'm in shock. Alex, since you know something, I'm going to give you the steering wheel. Why are they buying Bitcoin? Why? Why are they buying Bitcoin? What does the trifecta, what do they know? That for the last 19, 20 days, they have been buying every day Bitcoin. Does anybody know? It's a big corporation. It's a big business. And you and me are not in that club. This is why I tell you guys, you need to watch the movie The Network. There it is. The dollar is dead. Mr. Mika, the dollar's collapsing. I can't believe that I'm telling you this today, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe what I'm telling you guys. Because the dollar's frogged up, man. And when those three animals are doing that, man, these are the owners of the world. I was in disbelief. Exactly. I'm telling you, when I saw that my hairs, I said, this is unbelievable, man. Just when you think you understand, you don't understand. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. We have rules in this channel. Rules, not suggestions, but rules. You saw what happened to the little boy in the Bronx. Shirt, pants, shoes, but he had one socks red and one white. And he was sent home because there are rules, not suggestions. And it's unbelievable because I'm telling you, you guys out there, I'm telling you somehow, some way, you guys are much, much smarter than Sweet Kid Kino. And I can't believe that Sweet Kid Kino was studying the situation with BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, buying Bitcoin for the last 19, 20. This is now. This is now. Something is up. But they're not going to tell you. But I will. I will, because I'm stupid like that. I got to tell my people what's happening. Papi, the knowledge that I'm dropping today is heavy. Don't you understand that the knowledge that I'm dropping today is major league stuff, man? This is major league stuff, Papi. This is heavy stuff. Something is up. There you go. Something, look at that. I like that. Something is up. 19 to 20 days buying Bitcoin. Something is about something. And I'm telling you, because they're not going to tell you. Your favorite Muppet Boiler Room Secondary Great Watch Market Channel and dealers are not going to tell you. But I will, because they continue seeing you as sandbags. But not me. Not me. I don't see you as sandbags. No, 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 no. You guys are my friends. This is a big business. This is a big business. A big business. Not one person has said anything negative about Rolex and what's happening. Not one single person. Just Michiganders like me, like the fake Italian flat top monkey eyebrows, people like us with a little Mickey Mouse channel. Nobody else is gonna talk about this. Nobody, Papi. These people are big, man. These people are big. So what I want to tell you, all of you, is, I'm never gonna tell you to buy gold. I'm never gonna tell you to buy Bitcoin. But I am going to tell you what I read. And I read it real well. I digest it, man. I digest it. I read it backwards. Just in case I didn't understand, I read it backwards. And when you see three monsters, the owners of the world, buying Bitcoin, something big is happening, guys. All right? Something big. I hope that today's watch show, you learned something. I'm going to come out of character now. I really mean this in a real serious way. When you see that, you go, oh my God, something is happening here. Something big is happening. And, they're not going to tell us because, basically we're just a bunch of pawns. In the chess game, in the front, we're the pawns. In the back, you have the elite. And we're never going to see what's happening. But at least they're dropping some truth bombs here and there. 19 days straight. What's up with that? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that super chat. Thank you very, very much. I did tell you guys the other day, and I'll tell you guys, I'm going to emphasize it again. You guys need to see it. If you haven't seen it, you guys need to see the movie. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you have to see the movie Network, because everything that's happening right now is in that movie. I mean, you see people in that movie that they put, they're acting, but they portray a part in the movie like they're losing their mind because of so much knowledge they got, they had like an epiphany. Poof! And they woke up. What's happening here? And that happens to me, like, it happens to me always, but I'm quiet in the corner, and I say, oh, yes, you got to watch it, Alex. You got to watch The Network. And it's crazy because, I can tell you, I can tell you about, J.P. Morgan. I can tell you about, I don't know. I can tell you, the Berkshire, the Berkshire too. I can talk to you about that. But I tell you the three monsters, man. The three monsters that's crazy, man. When I saw that the three monsters are buying, these people, these are three monsters. These are these are like, these are monsters, These people are not hopping around through life. These people are basically fixing our life the way they want it to be, because we're living in some frogged up times, right, guys? I hope that you enjoy this watch market update show. We'll have a watch market update for you guys tomorrow, or I don't know whenever I feel like I need to recover. I gave you guys too much knowledge today, and to the ones that didn't see the whole video, you must watch it, because I dropped some heavy knowledge that you guys should, have in your arsenal to protect yourself, because they are coming for your children's tuition money and your wife's 401k, and don't let that happen, right, guys? Don't let that happen. I honestly, when I do a show, I say parts laughing and this and that, but I'm telling you that out of, what I'm telling you, I'm giving you a good 90% honest truth from the bottom of my heart, and a 10%, I'm making it laughable so you guys can relax. I want to thank all of you that have witnessed today the show. I think today, maybe not to you guys, but to me, To me, this is going to go down to one of my best live streams because I said some things to you guys that I thought I would never talk about, State Street, Vanguard, and I did, and I didn't want to talk about that because I don't know if, if a lot of you know who they are, but those are the big three, man. Those are the big three. It doesn't get bigger than that. Those are the big three, and I can tell you fidelity and all that, but I just told you the three. These are the three monsters, right, guys? Again, thank you very much for being, me in this live stream. I'm telling you, to me, it was one of my best live streams. I'm gonna look at it, tomorrow. Wow, what did I say? To me, it was one of my best. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you, all of you, for supporting the channel. Just being here is enough. It gets me happy, and it makes me come back and keep on dropping knowledge to all of you. I want to wish you guys a wonderful night. I want to God bless all of you. I want to sound like a Father Louis, but un abrazo y un cariño, un abrazo y un cariño a todos ustedes. Lots of love to all of you. And like me and Sweet Kikino will tell all of you, take care and brush your hair. Good night, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.